Hey guys, I'm Brandy here at Nourish, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do an egg carton gardening activity at home. We're here on behalf of Wintergreen and we're really excited to be with you guys today. Doing egg carton gardening at home is really easy. You just need a few materials and you can get growing at home. So I'll go over the materials that you need. First of all you need is a empty egg carton. We highly recommend using these paper ones, and what's great about them is that when your plant is ready to be transplanted outside, you can just break off the cell and transplant it directly into the ground and the egg carton will decompose. Whereas with the styrofoam ones, you have to actually pull them out of the cells and then transplant them. Some dirt, and today we have some Espoma organic soil. Personally, that's one of my favorites to use at home, but feel free to use any potting soil that you can get at your local hardware store. We also have our seeds, and today we're going to do carrot seeds because carrots are our harvest of the month. If you guys aren't familiar with our harvest of the month, it's just an ingredient, a crop, or really any product that you can source locally. So as we're featuring carrots this month, we're going to plant our carrot seeds. One piece of information I'd like to leave you guys with on the carrot seeds though, we would not really recommend planting carrot seeds or any root vegetables in egg carton gardens at home if you're planning on actually using these in your garden. Any root vegetables should be directly planted into the ground. However, because we're going to use these little sprouts in our programming this month, we're just going to go ahead and get these seeds planted up so that we can show kids what little carrot sprouts look like. So let's just go ahead and get started here. For the first step, you just take your egg carton and you fill it up with dirt. And what I like to do is give it a couple taps to help get the dirt settled. If there's any big chunks of soil, I'll go in there with my fingers and break it up just to give the seeds a little bit more help to pop through, as well as to keep some of the water in the container a little bit better. The bigger chunks sometimes throw the water off over the edges, at least in my experience they have. And then when you have your carton filled with dirt, you'll take your seeds, and on the back of all the seed packets, they'll actually have directions about what seeds need for growth, for planting. So you'll look to see how deep they need to be planted, as well as the space that they'll need outside in the garden when you actually are ready to transplant. Carrots need about a ½ inch of depth for their seeds to sprout. A good rule of thumb, if your seed packet doesn't have the directions on the back, is usually about double the length of the seed. So I'll throw up a picture for you guys to see just how big these seeds are, and it'll give you a good idea. It'll give you a good idea of just what I mean when I'm saying about double that length. So once you have your seeds, you can pop little holes into the center of your egg carton cells. Like I said, these guys need about ½ inch. And I'm going to go ahead and plant a couple seeds in each cell with the understanding that not all the seeds are going to grow, and simply because this is also an education demo. But if you are going to transplant any of your seedlings outside, you can always thin them out. So we tend to plant a couple seeds in each hole. Even if we are direct seeding outside, because like I said, you can always thin and you're not guaranteed that your seeds are going to sprout up. So now that I have those in there, I'm just going to go ahead and gently press the dirt back into the hole. Okay, and then like you would with any sort of plant or any sort of seeding that you're doing, whether it's outside or inside, you're going to water right away. Making a little mess here. Okay, and then you, once you have your seeds planted up, you just put them right in a windowsill at home. Usually with carrot seeds, it takes about 16 to 21 days for them to germinate, and so what that means is that's when you're going to start to see the sprout pop up through the soil. So I'm going to label this with the date so I know when I started planting these, and then I'll keep an eye on my calendar and revisit them, and hopefully in about 20 days we'll see some sprouts come up. And during that time I will also revisit and continue watering. We wanted to leave you guys with another awesome tool at home that you can use when you're planting up your gardens, or if you're doing these carton gardens in your house. We have this planting guide, and this will tell you how many days of germination seeds need for growing, as well as when to plant them indoors and outdoors, and the harvest date. So we'll link that up for you guys to take advantage of. Happy planting!